Moment of silence for Richard Simmons.
Well,
Did we kill him?
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know that we killed him, but
It was his birthday Friday, right?
it was.
He
yeah.
made it.
He made it to
He
his
made it to
birthday,
his
and then he
birthday.
said, I'm out.
Yeah, like I said on Friday, I didn't know he was still alive.
Mm-hmm.
I thought probably dead.
You thought it was AIDS, right?
I
Just
think
assumed.
you said that.
Okay.
I don't know that I thought it was probably AIDS.
Well, I certainly don't want to throw anything bad on your ledger. There, dude,
I
so
thought that it was.
let's get all mad about it.
No, I'm not mad about it. I thought that it was like that he had that weird like conservator situation, and then over the weekend he just dies.
Yeah. He'll be missed. He'll be greatly missed.
I don't know that anybody's been like checking
we get
for
in shape?
Richard Simmons for 30 or 40 years. I don't really know what he did. I guess he was just like fitness guy before fitness guys were like famous.
No, so back in the day, there was fitness people.
Like Jack LaLanne and stuff like that.
Yeah, and Jack LaLanne is like all tough,
Right.
and badass looking. You're like, clearly, that's a fitness guy.
But so like Richard Simmons being who he was like appealing to women.
yeah, so he was more
'Cause
of
he was effeminate.
It was just get moving.
Yeah.
So
Do
yes,
something.
he was
It
more
didn't mean like lift weights.
more my body type, maybe doughy, probably a little better shape than me. But his was just like, come on, people, let's go. And then it would be a bunch of fat ladies in the exercise class, or, you know, 40-some-year-old ladies, or the occasional dude. But, it was mostly just it was exercise for the normies.
It wasn't like
You didn't have to be intimidated. Yeah, by
exactly.
looking at Richard Simmons up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so anyway, again, he will be greatly missed. Our country lost a great man and a great leader.
How old? 76?
No one knows.
Is that right?
That's
Yeah,
the
I
thing.
think
No one knows.
No one could
I
know.
think it was mid-70s. Yeah.
I mean, a guy that works out that much, a little young,
You would
right?
expect to keep going a little bit longer.
So
yeah, but he
it's-
wasn't really working out. He wasn't like going to max or whatever, right? Maximum, not max. My trainer. Wasn't doing sprints.
Maximum.
Yeah, like don't you want to like push it? I don't think he was pushing it. Let's do a weekend check. Who wants to start on a weekend check? I got a little something.
Go for it.
Okay, then I guess I'm starting.
You offered.
This weekend, Danny Bayless. So I'm talking to Danny Bayless.
Okay.
And doing a little walk, trying to get my steps in. So I'm outside.
Like Richard Simmons would
It's
want you to
8
do.
million degrees out, and I'm walking around talking to Danny.
Yeah.
And I don't know, we were talking about hooking up or when we're going to discuss this or that. And I said, you know what? Maybe don't call me tonight after 7. I said, I'm probably going to be sundowning.
Ew.
So that's become a new term that I've worked into my game because of
Biden.
The Biden-Trump debate, where Biden was just all over the place, and then some people are alleging, you know what, he could be sundowning. That's what happens to people like getting early Alzheimer's or just to olds. Like they're sharper in the morning, but as the day goes on, they kind of lose it, and then as the sun goes down, they are fading.
Yes.
So I said to Danny, I might be sundowning because I kind of had the plans of, how about a nice gummy? Sometimes
That's not typically what people mean when they say sundowning. I understand what you're saying.
So I just, in my head, I'm thinking, what am I going to do tonight? Where are we going to eat? What am I going to do afterwards? Maybe I'll pop in a gummy. And I told Danny this. I said, that's why I'm saying sundowning. That's just my funny thing. And he said, you're gum downing. And I am now going to work that into my game.
Okay.
I wanted to credit Danny the first time because eventually, I'm going to say this so often that people are going to think I came up with it.
It's yours.
Yeah.
I think it's the first time that I've ever in 25 years of knowing Dan, heard him actually laugh at something I said.
I want to refute that and say that I'm in love with Dan McDowell.
That made him laugh?
I don't know.
feel like I've seen him
more
laugh
made me
at that.
cry. Yeah. Tears of joy.
A scoop of...
Let's see here.
A teaspoon at night.
A teaspoon at night.
Okay, so then I had some issues going on with the wife this weekend.
Oh, no.
So,
Blake, fire
number
up the
one.
list.
I love this.
Number one.
He has a list.
I keep a list of every fight he has with his wife.
Well, number one.
We have a lot of lists, Danny.
This wasn't a real issue, but it was. We were going to do some work on the pool, just do some yard work, some stuff, and it was middle of the day Saturday, and then I said, "Hey, you know what? I'm going to go put on my long sleeve shirt."
Yeah.
Because of another recent conversation we've had.
Yep.
About, I guess it was Jake's landscaper that goes out there, long sleeve shirt, long pants, giant hat, like he's really covering himself, and he's
Latino.
Right, there you go.
Yeah.
He's and you would think, oh my gosh, darker skin, isn't that better for you against the aren't you? No, apparently not. And this guy who's a landscaper, he's a professional. Mm-hmm. So I'm a weekend warrior landscaper. This guy's out there each and every day thinking the best thing to do, the safest thing, is to go long sleeves. And then we got a lot of email response on that, a lot of feedback that, yes, indeed, in fact, like just wearing short sleeves in the sun, you're going to be cooler wearing a long sleeve shirt. So anyway, that's why I did that. She told me.
Uh-oh.
And I said, the Latino guys doing it. She says.
Here comes the Today Show.
Can I bang a quick 20? I don't feel like you said Latino.
Okay. I might have said it could be Mexican guy. Anyway.
That's all I'm saying.
Both are right.
I might need a modicum of support from you today at one point.
I will provide you with all the support you want. I'm just trying to keep you honest.
I need some yes ands.
Yes.
And,
Got it.
My wife said, well, maybe that's because they're illegal and they need to keep covered up.
That is...
And I'm like, what are you...
Patently the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life.
Do you think somebody's driving by with facial recognition cameras and like...
First of all, I don't believe she said that. I think you made that up.
Someone's driving by with an iPhone.
They're covering up their gang tattoos.
Yeah, I think that's foolish. But.
And then the actual argument that we got in. So now we're cleaning out the shed, doing the yard work, like I said.
God. Uh-huh. The worst.
Those mud dauber wasps have their little huts all over there.
You said we?
Yeah.
Oh, you get some help doing that.
Yeah, she was actually out there.
Uh-oh.
That sounds good.
Can't wait for your weekend check.
But you won't kill them, though, right?
I don't kill the mud daubers, no.
Yeah.
In fact, I escorted one out of the house this morning. Put it on a little piece of paper and walked him out and said, hey, going out there.
What a waste of your time.
The shed clean is just...
Why? The ecosystem needs to stay intact.
He's about to die.
If I killed one of them, that could throw everything off, and then all of a sudden we've got famine.
Yep.
And I don't want that on my...
Famine.
On my conscience.
The shed clean is just... You can't beat that as far as like it's the hottest you'll ever be in your life.
It's so hot in there, man.
Yeah.
And then you're using the blower to and then it's all the stuff's in your face. That's dust. I should have gone. Yeah, dust. So I should have gone and found one of those nice masks that I didn't really need for COVID.
Face diaper.
Yeah, I should have put a
face diaper.
I have a bunch of those still. I didn't even think about that, and I'm coughing up a storm. Anyway. So she had in the shed, I don't know, you're more of a Marie Kondo guy. We store a lot of things. So like if we have an old coffee pot that kind of doesn't work anymore and we get a new one, she'll save that old coffee pot. Like, I could donate this. And then it'll sit in the garage for 2 years, and then we throw it away. Mm-hmm. But I need that buffer period with her. Well, we had this argument a couple years ago about the old vacuum cleaner. So she's like, don't throw it away. I want the old vacuum cleaner.
Why?
And I go, why? It's still workable. It's salvageable, blah, 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 blah. So now it's been in the shed. And so now it has a couple of mud dauber things on it, and it's real dusty and everything, and we're cleaning out the shed, and she says, well, let's throw this away. Like it's her idea now. It was my idea 2 years ago when we got a new vacuum cleaner.
Yeah, you can't let that slide.
But she goes, here, throw this in the recycle bin. And I go, now this is where the argument started. I go, you can't just throw a vacuum cleaner in the recycle bin. She's like, it's made of plastic. I go, yeah, but it doesn't work like that. It's got metal things inside it, and like they won't just take that. They're going to end up throwing it away. You're just going to cause more work for them. And we were in this big argument, and I felt I was right. But then as I walked away, I realized that I just argued really hardcore, and I really didn't know. I had no idea. And that she might, in fact, be right, but I kind of got swept up in the moment of arguing, and then it turned into a thing.
It was more about the engagement than the actual product.
Like she just doubted the wise old me when I first brought it up, and then I had to stand my ground.
No, you were right.
Like a Major League umpire.
You can't recycle a vacuum cleaner.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
There are things that on the actual damn dumpster or trash can that tells you what the little symbols of what they all are, and vacuum cleaner is not one of them.
Yeah,
one
she
of
throws
the permitted
everything
symbols.
in that can.
Many recycling centers take vacuums.
Wow.
Recycling centers, but not for your takeaway dumpster.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe you're right.
That's like glass, bottles, cardboard. I mean, it's really limited on what you're supposed to put in those things.
Okay.
Yeah, and I mean, you know what I've been saying for probably a year now. I think recycling is a fraud.
Yeah, but I feel really good when I do it.
I feel good when I do it too.
I kind of ignore when you tell me that.
And I still do it.
Yeah.
So even though I believe it, I still do it.
And I rinse out everything.
I know. You go.
Cans.
Yeah, you put a lot of effort into it.
Yeah. I mean, they're going to have to rinse them anyway. I'm helping them out.
So how did this end up?
It ends up with, it's just still sitting outside. We haven't done anything with it yet.
That's a bulky trash thing. Do you guys
think?
have that once a month where they come out with the crane and pick up all your crap?
Dude,
I don't know.
Branches.
I would just set it out there.
Yeah, just set it out there. Somebody will take it.
I got to say,
Maybe the guy that wears the long sleeve shirts, he'll show
he'll
up.
figure
do
it out.
something with that thing.
The South Lake scene is quite different because it's all automated. Like in Grapevine, they still come pick it up, put it in the back, dump it out.
Okay, yeah. We have an automated
It's just
recycle bin thing.
Yeah,
The big
like
arm comes
the
down,
claw.
picks it up, and throws it in the back.
Yeah.
Whereas we have
Yeah,
actual trash guys who will actually. So if I put it out on trash day, that'll be fine. Because dudes, they haven't taken our jobs with AI
But
trash yet.
Well, you're saying the garbage trucks in South Lake, they all have grabber arms and they dump it into the hopper.
recycle truck.
the recycle trucks definitely
that's
do.
the same in Dallas, too.
The garbage
It's not
truck
the
doesn't.
same in Grapevine, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like where I actually live, I take my son out there twice a week so that he can watch the trash men.
That's probably because
He loves
William
that.
D. Tate.
Well, do you put your trash out in front or in the alley? Because the alley, they're going
No,
to
we
use
put it out in
guys,
front, but
guys
what
that
I'm
are on the
saying is
back of
they
the
don't
truck.
have like an arm. They don't have like the thing that South Lake has. Like the truck is equipped with a different thing.
Yeah.
And they pick that thing up and
No, I see what you're saying.
there's
Well, they
like a
have the-
one-person job there.
Well, they have the ones that are
Eliminating-
on the rear, Jake, where you put the bin up on the rear and it lifts it over like that right into the back of it. And then you have the ones that have the side, those grabber arms that go up the side. That's for like front of house pickup.
What I'm telling you is that in Grapevine, a guy picks the
Yeah.
trash
No,
can
I
up
get it.
and throws it into the back of the trash truck.
I'm also saying that they may not every single truck situation may be like that. It may be specific to the type of neighborhood because you need flexibility. Maybe
That's
some of their
possible.
stuff is alleys.
That's
some of
possible.
it is where you actually need a person to get out and do some of those. So I bet they're not exclusively, because that's a lot of manpower to pay.
Hey, guys, back to your respective corners.
Will Dion lead Colorado to the CFP?
Jesus Christ.
Look at their title.
Anyone else
Bold and Bolder.
want to chime in on their weekend?
I love it.
I still love how Dan thinks that the murder of one mud dauber could create famine. Like you just really jumped about 8 million steps in the butterfly effect to get to there.
Yeah.
I'm not going to doubt him, though.
I like to think ahead.
God forbid you kill 2, we might end up in pestilence.
Our actions have consequences. I just knew that Blake had killed one last week.
I haven't heard pestilence since, like, Bible school.
Right. Blake killed one last week, so I had to save one this week to balance it out.
Yeah.
It has wings and a stinger. If I see it, I'm going to kill it. Am I wrong?
I'm not going to stop you.
So, took Brooks to the RoughRiders game yesterday.
Nice.
And thought about those minor league things that you'll take your kid to because they don't know the difference.
Of course. Like we talked about with the Dallas Freeze and the Fort Worth Fire.
Yeah. So, third or fourth RoughRider game this season. Yesterday was Bluey Night.
Oh my gosh.
At the RoughRiders game.
How much are tickets?
They can't be more than
I bought 4
$20.
and I think it was $60.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's a great deal.
Hold on. 4?
My parents.
Okay.
Who else would it be?
I don't know. So you didn't go with your wife?
No, she works weekends now.
Okay.
So I'm on weekend kid duty.
Are you guys getting along good?
Me and my wife?
Yeah.
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 Yeah, we're okay. You want to talk later?
Yeah, I do actually. You don't have any like pre-empty nest activities going on in your home like Dan does? Things to keep you distracted from the fact that you can't stand each other?
I mean,
like cleaning out the garage and the shed and arguing
right.
over vacuum cleaner recycling?
No, I've resorted to more gum downing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Fantastic.
That way you don't go to bed mad, you know?
Yeah.
No, but she started a new job where she works every Saturday, Sunday. So now the kid is my duty every Saturday, Sunday. And so now I'm trying to think of things to do outside of the house so he's not just parked in front of the television.
And it's too damn hot to do anything.
And can't go to the park, can't go to the splash pad, can't play
the
outside.
The mall isn't what it used to be.
No.
I used to be a big mall guy with the kid.
It's
Are you sure about that?
Dude, I take Malcolm to Town East Mall at least once or twice
Town
a month.
East?
Yeah.
I guess it depends which mall. I'm thinking of the Louisville one.
Vista Ridge.
It's now called like the Music City something, and it's a ghost town. Or at least it was a few years ago, last time I was
It's
there.
a lot of acreage that's air-conditioned to let your kid run wild ass.
Yeah.
And I still use it.
See, that's my thing about Grapevine Mills. You know, they have an aquarium, they have Legoland, they have a bunch of other BS that you can walk around through. You can kill 2 hours there, no problem, for very little money.
Get your steps in, too.
You can also get your steps in.
Get my 10K in. No, I bring that up because we've talked about this before. But, you know, when I'm all old and stuff and Brooks has grown up and he hates my guts, I'm going to think back to the time when he was 2.5 and we were best buds.
Yeah.
And how I should have cherished that time. And now I'm like, God damn, how slow is this weekend going? How can I just get forward to Monday?
An hour feels like it takes 12 hours.
It's like God,
every single weekend.
Can you take another nap? I mean,
Yeah. No.
Can you go play with your friends somewhere? But I'm supposed to enjoy these times, and I don't know how.
Yeah. The whole goal is now just to make him tired enough to go to sleep.
Oh, my God. Yes.
As they say, Blake, the days are long, but the years are short.
I know it. I know it.
It's so true just how much everyone tells you, like, it's going to go by so fast, cherish it. But when it's happening, you just want it to go by.
Yes, I just need this to be done. I need you to go to bed. NCAA comes out in 2 days. We need to prep.
By the way,
today at 3:00.
I was going to say.
So if we could wrap this up.
I was going to say, Dan, we're losing him today.
You're jumping right on?
No, I have stuff to do. But tonight, I'm thinking I'm going to take on the Texas Tech Red Raiders. We're going to play at Amon G. Carter. I think that's the game I'm going to go with first. Anyway.
You pre-bought.
Yeah, I got the deluxe edition.
Yeah.
I got early access.
Yeah.
So we show up to Bluey Night, and, you know, they have, like, Bluey stuff to do between innings, but the main attraction was you can get your picture with Bluey.
Yeah.
Which is a guy in a suit from 6 to 8:30.
Like the one that I talked about, or like an actual Bluey?
No, it's just a guy in a suit.
Okay,
I mean,
but we talked about this
better.
news story where people, like, freaked out about it, right? Like, that was, like, a month ago. It was just a black guy in a Bluey
I don't know if that was necessary.
Yeah, it was a.
How did you know?
Well, because they had
Did you like open up his food hole to see who was
that's what I'm
inside
saying.
It was just a very poorly
The photo was-
constructed costume.
Yeah, I mean, it was so obvious that it was just.
They had promoted it at a restaurant, and everybody thought it's going to be like
Just imagine him like.
sponsored by Bluey Incorporated itself,
like-
and have a real,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I just imagine
but it
his
was
costume.
like a guy who had put together some
This
stuff.
costume looked like Eddie Murphy as Gumby.
It was
Like his face is
exactly.
cut out.
It was super shitty.
Yeah.
And like the one that I went to, it's called Camp Store in Dallas. Like that was Bluey. So is that what you got, or
It looked like a legit Bluey. And so we walk into the restaurant, and it's got a Bluey backdrop. And see, now you got it in my head. A Bluey backdrop, and it's a big Bluey, and all the kids are standing next to him. You take pictures. I look at the line. It's not that bad. It's like, okay, let's go. The line extended outside and around the park
with the heat?
in the heat, and from what people were saying, hour and a half long wait.
Oh my god!
And
So we watched some baseball because I was not going to wait in that.
That's tough.
People love Bluey, man. And so my one event from the night.
Malky's into it, right?
yeah,
Yeah,
we watch probably 2 to 4 episodes a day.
yeah.
Awesome. So sat behind guy that wanted to score the game.
Oh no!
He wanted everyone to know about it because he brought his little notepad. And
Did you tell him you're really sad that you didn't become the producer of his show?
Like the electronic notepad thingy? Like you got?
Thank you,
No.
Danny.
The Remarkable?
no, this guy,
Okay.
pen and
I love
paper.
Well played.
I was
Old?
man, like 40,
Okay.
pretty young.
Interesting.
But really played the part well. Had a RoughRiders Evan Carter jersey. Had a Texas flag Crocs. Played the part perfectly.
Yeah.
And pen and paper, and then at the top left, he writes Naturals versus RoughRiders. Temperature at the start of the game, 98 degrees. Time of first pitch, 6:06. I mean, he was keeping all of it. But he did not keep the pitch count, which I thought if you're going to do it, you need to do it.
If you're going that far.
Because I was watching
Yeah.
him. I was like, okay, MFer, you better pay attention to every pitch. And he did. And he was like looking around, talking and stuff. And I realized he wasn't keeping balls and strikes. He was just keeping like the result of the at-bat, which I thought, you're not doing it. You're not doing it the right way.
This confirms what I believe about people that score games, that go to games and sit there with their score pad.
I guess?
They don't want to do it.
It's for show.
It's for show.
They're just trying to get pussy.
That feels like the worst way to try to get pussy of all time.
All right, Danny may be onto something because so a lot of parents at this game. It's Bluey Night. A lot of couples. Guy sits down. He's talking to the couple next to him, and it's just bro to bro, and he's cursing quite a bit. So scorekeeper man taps him on the shoulder. Hey, we got kids around, and I thought I was waiting.
Are we going to throw down?
I was waiting.
How great would that be?
And the second it took him to respond felt like, a minute and a half because I'm just like, okay, what are we going to do here?
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, okay, yeah, sorry.
Okay.
And he stopped. But, man, scorebook man, I would never do that.
He's also local police.
Sure.
Citizen's arrest.
Sure,
Yeah.
he's there for the people.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I would ever stop somebody from cursing in front of my kid. I'm not about that at all.
No, I would think you'd have to, if you then want to talk about it later or something, right? You don't.
Or move. I don't move.
Yeah.
Go. I don't know. I'm not going to stand up for the betterment of the crowd, I think.
Yeah.
I'm more concerned about my kid cursing in front of other people.
Not in front of other adults.
Have
but-
you
Yeah.
have you dealt with that at all?
Oh, yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Do you curse in front of your child?
No, but he picks things up because his mom really loves hip hop.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, there's
So right now his current favorites, and it's only he knows
Cursing is the least of
the
your
N
worries.
word.
exactly.
Yeah.
Right now his current favorites, and he only will do it when he's number one, really angry and trying to get a reaction, or if he's trying to get some type of attention. But his top two right now are "fuck it" and "come on, bitch."
Dude, I've told these guys about this.
Yeah.
At least they're funny.
I have cursed in front of Nora probably less than 10 times in my life. My wife has done it quite a bit.
It's always the wife. It's always the woman.
So,
Always.
But there was a time pretty early on, it might have been 2 years ago, I think she was 3, where I started saying fuck it in front of her. And there's something about like the consonation of it that she just loved. And she would just, and like use it properly, she would just go, fuck it. Fuck it.
There's nothing cuter, by the way.
And the only way,
You gotta
like
be
Blake
proud of her
talked
for
about,
using it properly. Yeah.
I know, but the only way, like Blake talked about this a little bit ago with Brooks, the only way that you can eliminate it is to not react.
Yeah, ignore it.
Impossible.
But the first few times, I was like, God, that rules.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
I still can't stop laughing at it.
No.
Every time it's funny.
Brooks has picked up, damn it, dude. He'll say that all the time.
Well, I have a feeling with NCAA 25 coming back.
He's going to learn some new words.
Yeah.
No puppet.